What's going on, guys? Chris here, back again with another video for you guys today. In this video, I want to talk about what type of cards normally rise after Team of the Year. We're going to explain why it happens, and we're going to talk about what type of cards this year could have that same trend and where you guys could be looking at on the market this year. So before we get into it today, if you guys can, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you guys are new around here. That would be absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys do get involved with all of the free stuff in the Discord. That is in the description, my Twitter and my Instagram as well, and obviously we stream every single day on Twitch. So the first type of cards, and let me just get into the video here. I want to show you guys, why do cards rise at the Team of the Year? It's two reasons. One, people like to panic sell before Team of the Year because they have this illusion in their mind that they think they can afford a Team of the Year card, or better yet, pack a Team of the Year card. When they see that it is literally impossible for them to do one of those two things, they will go and buy back their card, sometimes sooner rather than later. When they see the panic selling and they see their cards dropping, right, they'll go and buy that card because it was cheaper than where they probably sold the card at. You also have the idea of FIFA points, and the most packs are going to be ripped open the week of Team of the Year, which should cause the market to swing upwards with all of the coins that are coming onto the market through people buying FIFA points. Because again, they're not buying packs of coins, they're buying packs with FIFA points. They're getting coins into their account no matter who they pack, because they are only doing it with money, they're not doing it with coins. So that's why the market goes up after Team of the Year. And it's also this, this confidence to buy back, after Team of the Year time. Because Team of the Year and Black Friday and FUBMIS and all these promos in the past, it used to be a really big burden for the market because, everyone's like, I got to get my team out at this point. When do I want my team back, right? It's going to be a lot less stressful of a market after Team of the Year time, after Team of the Year. So Kevin De Bruyne's inform is going to be one of those cards, and his Team of the Group Stage for me, cards that, look at how high these guys rose, right? He went from January 6th to 37. By January 24th, he's 370. So he had a really nice rise there. He went up a good 150,000 coins. If you look at his Team of the Group Stage card, his Group Stage went up like 200k. He went to as low as 385. He went up to 583. So why does this happen? Again, people are expecting Team of the Year KDB to either be packable or to be affordable, and those people have none of those two things, so they'll go buy back the De Bruynes for their teams. And this even works for the lower tier cards as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold got a Team of the Year last year that was valued at like probably $1 million, and his specials rose again, right? If you look right here on 51,000 coins on Tuesday, January 14th, he goes all the way up to 84,000 coins by February 12th. You have market inflation here, but you also have people that can't afford his Team of the Year card, so they'll go buy back his, special cards in the process. So that's the type of market that I'm expecting to rise. What type of cards am I expecting to do this with this year? It's 100% going to be with the Bruno Fernandes market. He is one of the most hyped up players this year, so I'm expecting Bruno specials to rise. And I think the added element of the pro players love this card. They absolutely love his inform. They love his Team of the Group Stage card, right? I'm expecting his 88 card to rise. I'm expecting his 89 card to rise a very, very good amount. So I would really pay attention to Bruno's Team of the Week cards, his Team of the Group Stage card, for any panic selling going into Team of the Year. Because his Team of the Year card, I think, is going to be at least 4 million at this point. With the amount of hype that I'm seeing on the headliner card, I don't know if that card's going to be 3.5 like I initially thought. So this card, this Team of the Year card could very well be over 3.5 million, which should cause a bump up on his past specials. Same thing goes with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's going to have a Team of the Year card that's going to be valued at like 6 million plus coins. So what's going to happen is his past specials should bump up as well. Right now, his 94 card is about 3.39 million. Again, I would really monitor these type of cards because I expect them to rise a little bit after Team of the Year. Now, another type of card that I think a lot of people want to talk about is the gold meta market. Okay, the top tier meta golds, the Neymars, the Mbappes, the Ronaldos. Yes, 2 of the 3 of those cards will be going into packs during Team of the Year. Do I think we're going to see the same rise that we saw last year during Team of the Year and afterwards? I don't think so. I think this year we've seen more supply on the top tier meta golds than ever before. Just recently, 2 days ago, actually it was yesterday morning, I packed Neymar gold out of my Division Rivals Awards right here. Okay, you see right here, January 14th, 2021. I packed Neymar in my Division Rivals. I think it was a rare mega pack. I packed him in. I've seen so many people pack blue Neymar untradeable, blue Mbappe, gold Mbappe. Over the course of the year, I don't know how much buyback we can actually see in these cards this year. Do I expect them to rise? Yes, but not to as high as where they were last year. And I expect a Neymar, I believe he's like 705k right now, this Neymar. I expect it to drop off a decent amount after this weekend. I think this weekend's going to be the start, and I think it's going to continue going into the Team of the Year market panic. So this guy has room to drop off, and then I think he'll rise a little bit after that. Same goes with Mbappe. Same goes with Ronaldo. I would expect a guy like Conte to probably rise a little bit. Now, a guy like Conte is going to be an interesting one because Conte, for me, is a very, very usable card. But I could see this guy going a little bit lower potentially the first few days of Team of the Year, or at least the first day of Team of the Year with that supply that's coming onto the market. So I wouldn't stress about buying Conte like before Team of the Year. I think you can even wait till that first day of when all of those packs are being ripped open. I could see a guy like Conte dropping a little bit lower and then going up obviously afterwards. Let's talk about another type of card to rise. Let's look at the top specials and other meta cards that people want to be using after Team of the Year. This Roberto Firmino last year was a very, very meta card, and he was what a lot of pro players like to use because he had the all 80 plus stats and 80 defending, which is huge for a pro player. He went from January 4th, 694. He went all the way up to 1 million coins, okay? That is because so many pro players wanted to use this card, and you also have a lot of market inflation at that point that allows for people to buy cards like this. So what type of goal or what type of meta specials do I expect to rise this year because of it and monitor their panic selling windows? I would really monitor this Kyle Walker, okay? Kyle Walker and Joe Gomez informs. Two of those I think are going to do very well after Team of the Year. I think Kyle Walker is in a really good situation. He's 800k right now. I think if you see panic selling on this, I expect this guy to rise after Team of the Year. I expect the same thing to happen with Joe Gomez because they are some of the most used cards in the game this year. And yes, Joe Gomez is up right now because of the Tavernier SBC. I expect this to come back down this weekend as things start to settle a little bit. And then that is when you guys could start monitoring this card for a pickup for after Team of the Year. This Rule Breaker Kane is another one of those cards that has been very, very consistent with his price. And he's a very rare card too. He almost reminds me of Team of the Scream Aguero last year with just how, rare the card is and a top, meta striker in the Premier League. I would see a card like this possibly going up after Team of the Year as well. Your Alan Saint-Maximin freeze cards, another card that really wasn't supplied too much. Same with Dembele, right? These guys are position change cards. These are guys that, are French. They have good nationalities. I think a lot of people want to be using these cards when they get coins after Team of the Year. They want to have fun, obviously. They want to be building the best teams possible. And these top tier meta specials, I could see definitely doing well after Team of the Year. Let's talk about, what was the other one? Oh, Road to the Finals. That's a huge, huge moneymaker after Team of the Year. Okay. Now, the turnaround to Team of the Year into the knockout stages this year is going to be quite quick, okay? The February, knockout stages is going to be in a few weeks' time. Team of the Year is not going to be coming up for another week. So that means the turnaround is going to be very, very quick going into the knockout stages. So when you do see the panic selling on the Road to the Final cards, I would expect there to be a quick buyback. Let's go through a few right here. This is Sun's graph from last year. He hits a low point of 1.19. He goes all the way to 1.7 by mid-February. You go to Dembele, another card. He goes from 750, all right, goes all the way to a mil. Even on a lower scale of things, right? If I were to go and take a look at a guy like, let's go take a look at like Juan Jesus, okay? Juan Jesus, again, is a lower tier card. He hits a low point of 69,000 coins on January 6th. He then starts to go to 96, chills around 90, goes up, up, and up, and up, all the way into March. So, road to the finals, why do people want to buy these cards for their teams? It's because they have live stats, okay? And live stats is great for a casual field player because they know that, okay, if I invest in this card, or I put this card in my team, I know that he's going to keep on doing well in the Champions League, and he's going to keep going up and overall, so I can buy it for my team and not really have to worry about it. So, if you look at these cards right here, who do I expect to rise a lot at the road to the finals? Wijnaldum would be one of them. I like Alaba. I like Insigne. I like Rebic. I like Cancelo a lot. The reason why I like Cancelo a lot is because he's a right back. He's been getting killed recently, but a lot of pro players love using this card. Okay, a lot of pro players like using him. So this would be the type of card for me that if you see any more panic selling on the next week or so, definitely look at picking this up. Pogba gets even rising as well. If we're going to look at the other roads to the final team that we do have, the other two, Jesus, Hazard, I think Sissoko, I think a guy like Akanji, Koulibaly, Kessie, I think is going to be huge because, you know, the Milan links that he gets, but also because pro players love using him. Rashford, I would look at. I would look at a guy like Griezmann. Klosterman is a card that a lot of people like using and a lot of people ask for as well. Zachariah is another one. Ndidi's another one. Renato, I would expect to go up. There's Bruno Perez I would expect to go up. So there's a lot of these roads to the finals that if you do see these guys start to drop in price with the panic selling, make sure you guys get involved with some of that stuff because I think that panic selling is going to be quite quick. I think it's going to get bought up very, very quickly going into the knockout stages a few weeks later. Another type of card that we want to be looking at is some prime icons. Now, the difference between this year and last year with prime icons was we didn't have icon SBCs last year. So it allowed for these cards to really have a nice breathing room and go up in price after Team of the Year. If you look at this Laurent Blanc, and again, these prime cards were just recently put in packs, they're going to get supplied a little bit and they're going to correct a little bit in price before rising again. So I wouldn't necessarily buy these cards maybe just before Team of the Year. You can even wait for the first couple of hours of that first day. They could get very supplied. You can look for snipes. So he went from 1.19, he went all the way up to 1.184. And this goes for a lot of the good prime cards, right? If I go look at a guy like Roberto Carlos, right, who we just actually got as an SBC, again, he did very well last year. But again, this is due to not really something, and he went from 1.107, he went all the way up to 1.34 or 1.354. We didn't have icon SBCs last year. So the only downside of prime icons possibly going up out of after Team of the Year is the fact that if icon SBCs are affordable, they're good value, they're going to make the market on those primes drop, because what people will do is they'll see the prime card in the SBCs and they'll say, would I rather go buy the tradable version, or would I rather go and get all the packs back for the icon that I want for my team untradeable? Now, the ones that they've brought out so far have not been the best value. I would say this Cannavaro is probably the best value they've brought out so far. He's coming in about 900,000 coins, and his prime card right now is 1,020,000. So it's only 120k deduction in price. So again, that's going to kind of hamper the rise of some of these primes after Team of the Year, is if they drop, you know, the prime icon SBCs that will make those cards obviously drop off a little bit. One last type of card that I want to be looking at. Do I have another type of card to look at, or is that the end of this video? I want to be looking at, so if you guys want to be looking at probably even some of these lower tier metas, last year I looked through like some of these cards like Coutinho, right? Coutinho was one of those cards that wasn't in packs for too long, but even so, he went from 230 all the way up to 300,000 coins after Team of the Year. And I looked through a couple other teams, man. I didn't just look through this one right here, but you could take a look at a lot of different teams. Let's take a look at a guy like some other Scream cards. Let's look at a guy like James Rodriguez, right? James Rodriguez hits a low point of January 6th. He goes all the way up to 216 by the 26th of January. So there is a nice bump up on some of these, meta specials that are kind of mid-tier range. And just because Team of the Year comes out, guys, doesn't mean that the whole market is going to continue to crash. Like, I wouldn't expect a guy like, who would be a card that I like to trade with a lot that's kind of like mid-tier? Like Chiellini, for example, right? Chiellini would be one of those type of cards for me that would probably go up after Team of the Year because of he's mid-tier budget, he's position change as well. You can put him into a center backing game if you want to. He's got a good card. He's got 80 plus pace. Right? I would expect a card like this to, if you monitor the sell-off on this, I could see it doing very well after Team of the Year. Again, a lot of these freeze cards, right? A lot of them are position change type cards. If you look at some of these headliner cards, right? Headliners are going to be very, very profitable after Team of the Year if they drop off a little bit because they are cards that are live items, right? People want to use live items. I would even look at a guy like this Toty Hernandez here, right? I would expect this to rise a little bit. Maybe this Diego Carlos to rise a little bit after Team of the Year. I would expect a good amount of the meta market to do well. And you're seeing a nice market rise on a Friday right now. Like you're seeing 190 for Sterling, 189 or 187 for Holland. You're seeing some nice prices on cards right now. I expect the sell-off to start tomorrow, and I expect the sell-off on Sunday as well. And that's going to be kind of like where our Team of the Year panic really starts, as Team of the Year should be a week away. But we're going to be having some more Team of the Year type videos. Hope you guys do enjoy it. Make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And I hope you guys learned a little bit from this video. I'll see you guys in the video soon. Peace out.